I woke up out of bed and I was getting ready for the day. So, as always, I wake up, I drink my water, and just let you know, drinking water right after you wake up is very beneficial for you. Of course, you could look it up yourself, or, it's probably common sense that water is already good for you in general. So, I'm not gonna go on to it, except that, like, you're clearly dehydrated after you wake up and everything. However, I'm trying to get to the story. Sorry if I was rambling a bit fast. But anyway, I woke up, I drank water, and then I decided to go, do my morning routine as always. And I go through my morning routine, right? And of course, I go outside in the morning. Again, this is beneficial for you. However, I'm not gonna ramble. I'm not gonna ramble on about it. So I do my morning routine, and I end up finishing everything, and I feel really great and super motivated and everything. And the day's already starting off good at that point. Then I finish with my 5 minutes of meditation at the end. Generally after breakfast when I, make myself something. And then I read a book after, actually. At least, because I've told you that I'm on spring break and everything. Because usually I wouldn't have the time to, like, read the book unless it was, like, for, 5 seconds. No, I'm playing. It's, like, for 5 minutes if I really try to. However, I need to get ready for school by then. Anyway, it's just a short time in that period. However, it is spring break when I'm doing this, and while this time period is, so I read a book after my 5 minutes of meditation, and I am able to focus on it a lot more better than I normally am, because it refreshes your mind and everything. And after reading my book, I end up doing my workout, which it's even more beneficial for you. And I'm doing all these great and good habits in the morning, and as soon as I finish, it's already like 10. It's already like 10. So then I'm like, wow, it's been a pretty good day so far. But then I end up stopping. And I'm like, whoa, 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 whoa. Are you just gonna go back to scrolling? Like, you were doing so fine. You were doing such a good job. It's barely 10 in the morning. Don't go back to doing the bad habits again. But guess what? You guessed it. I went back to doing the bad habits. Since, there was nothing to do. I already did everything I did during, self-improvement and everything. So I'm like, okay, I guess I'm just gonna, lay down, waste my time, and scroll. Like, most teenagers and kids always do, of course. And that led me to think, and I want to share this value with you of what I've, because this did not just happen a few days ago. It happens kind of like not on a regular basis, but just sometimes, And I generally hate it because you're doing so far, you're doing so good, you're doing so much, but then you just stop because there's nothing else for you to do. At least that's what I thought, or did you think? But anyway, and this led me to the conclusion that I'm about to tell you right now. So, what I'm about to tell you, trust me, it is really, really, like, you won't believe it. I'm pretty sure you will. You might not. I don't know how you'll react. However, I concluded that boredom, boredom could be your worst enemy. Boredom could be your worst enemy for this. Because think about it. When I was done with all these things, like as I said in the story, and then I just started scrolling, I was bored. That's why. When you're bored, you go back to the bad habits. You go back to scrolling. You go back to playing games. You go back to, what else is it? Jacking off to Pornhub, and you go back to, like, all the bad habits. Not only that, but if you're someone who's already gotten away from the bad habits, it might be even more tempting. Or if you're someone who already struggles a lot with these things, it'll be a lot worse, since you'll be more tempted to actually, do it. To do all these bad habits since you're bored. So, if you really think about it, boredom can be your worst enemy. If it really, like, makes you, like, come to all of this. Like, think about it. You're bored. There's nothing for you to do. And I want to give you a solution right now. A solution to this. It might not be like the best fix, however, but at least what I try to do is that you should try to make a day by day routine. Or you should try to find things that you can do that is productive throughout the day. Especially if you're someone who has a lot of time off. Like, generally, I feel like this is mainly targeted, and it should be mainly targeted for a lot of people who have too much free time. However, no matter what, if you can implement these, it would be best. Because most of the time, most of this time would be taken from school. I'd wake up, do my morning routine, and then go to school usually, and then it'll end up with, reading, and then and then my workout and meditation and everything else until, like, it's time to go to bed. And that's because school takes like 6 hours. 6 hours. And now I don't have school for this entire week, so I get like extra 6 hours. And I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do with extra 6 hours? Well, you could go on a walk. You can. Or there's this other advice that you might find that's crazy. However, you're still gonna be making progress from this. Just letting you know. You really are. This is gonna be the most, like, I'm pretty sure if you've heard any other advice, you've never heard this one before. Or maybe you have, I don't know. But the advice I'm about to tell you either might surprise you, or I don't know. But what it is to do nothing. Just do nothing. And you might be thinking, wait, why just do nothing? Well, because if you really think about it, if you do nothing, you're still making progress as you're able to just be alone with your thoughts. You're being alone with your thoughts. You're not being stimulated by any, social media, Pornhub, or like, video games or anything. Your brain is finally resting. Because people usually think that their brain is resting when they come back from work or from school, and then they get on their phone and then start scrolling. No, your brain is not resting, actually. Your brain is actually, processing, like, all that it's seen and everything, and getting overloaded with too much information. So do nothing. Just do nothing. It's probably the easiest thing you can. The easiest thing. But trust me, just do nothing when you're bored. And try to be alone with your thoughts. At least that's what I found out. However, I'm going to try to give more advice based on this, and probably even a lot more topics, as I'll try to like share with you more value through my experiences, and even in general, like life. So I hope you found this video valuable, and I hope that you listened once again, because I'm pretty sure most people don't have the attention span to actually listen to me, and most other videos that don't have a bunch of bullshit poppy dopamine system destroying, like, all those poppy edits with a bunch of flashes and everything, but yeah. And then, as always, fuck. Wait, no, I'm not forgetting, I'm remembering. Okay. So, do not be yourself. And you should not be yourself, but you should try to be the best version of yourself, and you will not regret it. So you should try to be the best version of yourself. Remember that, always, brothers and sisters. Bye.